One sunny afternoon, my mom told me that Grandma was coming to visit us. I was so excited because I loved spending time with Grandma. She lived far away, so we didn't get to see her very often. But whenever she visited, it was always a special treat. I helped my mom tidy up the house and set the table for Grandma's arrival. I couldn't wait to give her a big hug and tell her about all the things I had been doing. When Grandma arrived, I rushed to the door to greet her. She had a big smile on her face and a colorful gift bag in her hand. I gave Grandma a big hug and said, "I missed you so much, Grandma." She hugged me back and said, "I missed you too, my dear." We all sat down for a delicious meal, and I told Grandma about my school, my friends, and my favorite activities. After dinner, it was time for the special surprise. Grandma handed me the colorful gift bag and said, "This is for you, sweetheart." I couldn't wait to see what was inside the bag. I carefully unwrapped the tissue paper and found a beautiful, soft teddy bear with a shiny ribbon around its neck. I gasped with delight and hugged the teddy bear tightly. It was the most adorable teddy bear I had ever seen. Grandma said, "I thought you might like a new friend to keep you company." I nodded and said, "Thank you, Grandma. I love it." I named the teddy bear Teddy and carried him with me everywhere I went. He became my best friend, just like Grandma. Every night, before bed, I would tell Teddy all about my day and share my thoughts and dreams. Teddy was a great listener. One day, Grandma and I decided to have a tea party. We set up a little table with tiny cups and saucers, and Teddy joined us too. We pretended to pour tea and nibbled on cookies. Grandma made a funny voice for Teddy, and we all giggled together. During her visit, Grandma taught me how to knit. She had brought colorful yarn and needles, and we sat together, knitting scarves. Grandma was patient and kind, guiding me through each stitch. It was a bit tricky at first, but I didn't give up. After a few days of knitting, I had a beautiful, colorful scarf to wear. I was so proud of what I had created with Grandma's help. As the days went by, I showed Teddy the scarf and said, "Look, Teddy. Grandma and I made this together." Teddy nodded, or at least it felt like he did. When it was time for Grandma to leave, I felt a little sad. I hugged her tightly and said, "Thank you for the best visit ever, Grandma." She smiled and said, "You're very welcome, my dear. I'm so glad I could spend time with you." Before she left, Grandma gave me one more surprise, a photo album filled with pictures of all our special moments together. It was the perfect gift to remember our time. I promised Grandma that I would visit her soon and give her a big hug. She said she would be waiting and looking forward to it. After Grandma left, I looked at the photo album and remembered all the fun we had. I also hugged Teddy and said, "We have the best Grandma, Teddy." And that's the story of the surprise gift from Grandma. It was a visit filled with love, laughter, and a new best friend named Teddy. Grandma's special gift brought us even closer, and I cherished every moment with her.